The performance car over $60,000 segment always throws up a diverse range of machinery. But while they may not always be directly comparable, the drive criteria never fails to sort things out. The cars this year include the C63 AMG Coupe, the Nissan GTR, the BMW M135i, Porsche 911 Carrera, and the FPV GT R-Spec. The BMW M35i is, depending on how you look at it, either the hottest hatch yet or a compact supercar. It could just be both of those things.
The M135i, it's a real wolf in sheep's clothing. It's an assassin underneath the skin, and that price means that you get a hell of a bang for your buck.
The biggest issue with this car is the looks. It just looks like a regular city-going hatchback. But at the end of the day, it's actually a very, very accomplished performance car. The six-cylinder engine is an absolute cracker. There's no doubt that this car has been one of the absolute surprises of the year.
The M135i is one of those cars that takes a concept to the next level, and in this case, it's hot hatches. This is the new godfather. The R-Spec version of the FPV GT is the best of its breed to date. It's old school, but it's also bags of fun.
It's the fastest Australian muscle car ever produced, and the GT really feels it. Supercharged V8 engine never seems to give up. A mighty engine in a big practical car. Not the sharpest tool in the shed, but it's a pretty big one.
Last year what we found was, that fantastic engine overwhelmed the rest of the car, and that's not the case anymore.
They've improved the handling on the big Falcon, makes all the right noises. It's definitely a muscle car, but it's up against some really good Europeans as well.
The AMG C63 Coupe is our reigning champ, and it won't be around much longer with Mercedes-Benz move to turbocharged engines. But while it is still around, it remains a cracker of a car.
The C63 AMG is just a brutal, animalistic experience on the racetrack, but it's still a car that you can live with on the road every day.
The Mercedes-Benz C63 AMG is a monster. It's so hard to get the power to the ground if you put it in sport mode. Keep it in comfort and you'll be safe.
May not be as sharp as say a Porsche or a GTR, but the fun factor in that car is off the charts.
High-tech, in-your-face, very fast and totally unapologetic. The Nissan GTR is like your own private bullet train. Personally, I'm a bit of a purist when it comes to performance cars, so I find the Nissan GTR, it's a bit of a thug. It comes up and hits you in the back of the head and steals your kebab at 3 in the morning before you even know what's happened. But man, is it fast.
We sent the GTR packing a few years ago because it was just unlivable anywhere except a racetrack. But it's back this year and it's knocked a few of the sharp edges off.
The GTR is a car with two personalities. On the racetrack, it is absolutely ferocious, so quick, thrusts out of corners like nothing else. It really is a jet on wheels. It is so quick. On the road, unfortunately, it's not quite as good. The gearbox is clunky and clumsy. It's so rough, so bumpy, it's difficult to live with, basically.
It might look like any other 911, but this is an all-new model. The question is, does it fit the legend?
This is the only car here for me in the entire 39 car lineup that verges on supercar territory. It's all leather-lined luxury in the cabin, and this 911 is bigger than before, but it actually still feels quite tight in the cabin.
Phenomenal grip, incredible control, and just an amazing driving experience. But it also comes here with a $250,000 price tag that's going to make its life really hard in what is one of the most hotly contested categories.
We've got the 911 Carrera S, which is an absolute ball of a car. It's one of the best cars I've ever driven, but it's also one of the most expensive.
And the winner of Best Performance Car over $80,000 in Drive's Car of the Year 2012 is the Porsche 911 Carrera S. We asked the question if the new 911 lives up to its heritage. Well, you bet it does. And even that price tag can't take the shine off one of the world's great sports cars.